So in this tutorial, I will show you how you can create this backflip animation. So I already made a tutorial on the interface of this software. You can watch that thing. I will put the link in the description. If you don't know about the software, this is an animation software. You can create any kind of animation like animal animation or character animation, robot animation, or any kind of animation. And this software uses AI to make your animation look good, realistic, and smooth. So first you need a character. I'm using this sample template Unreal Engine 5 mannequin. So we have to create a backflip animation. So I'm not using any reference right now because I know how to create that, but you can take any kind of backflip video or anything. So the first thing you have to do, you have to just select this points and you have to press Shift C. So this will disable the auto pose, and then you have to just go to your side view. Okay, so this is the first keyframe, and then we will go to number 5 and I will press F. When you press F, it will create a keyframe. You can also press this button, and then we will make this character down like this, and you have to select the hands points, hold shift and left click, and then you can just drag your hands like this. So I will just move the hands like that, and I will bend this character down like that, head down. So this is our second keyframe, and then we will go to keyframe 10, frame number 10, and we will add another keyframe. So now we have to make this character jump. So what I'm gonna do, I will select everything, and then I will straight the character body, and I will select this point, and I will press E, and then I will rotate the character like this. So you have to just do this thing like that, and I will make the hands up like this, move the torso like that so that it can create a curve like this, and you can just move the body like this. So this is the third pose, and you can see we have 3 poses. First one is the standing, second one is bending, and third one is stretched out like this. And then we will go to the 15th frame and we will create another frame. Then we will just move this character up. So this is the center point of the character. You can just move this thing also. I will move this thing there, and I'm gonna take the legs like this. I will put the hands there. I will tuck this one, and I will select the center point of the character, and then I will rotate this so that it can create a backflip. So this is the pose, and then we will go to frame number 20. And then I will create another frame, and then I will just rotate this character in the mid-air. And so actually you don't need to give this keyframe, but it's better to have keyframes like this, because then the software doesn't need to be guess that what will be the next motion. So after that, in the frame number 25, I will rotate this character like this, and now we have to make this character stand. And then we have to just create this pose, or the easiest way I would say, you can just copy this frame also. So you have to hold shift, and then you have to hold your middle mouse, and then you can drag this, so it will copy the frames like that. But you can notice that this is in the front because I'm just copying this keyframe, so you have to move this thing to the back. So I will select the center point of the character, and I will move this thing backwards like that. And if you go to this button, you will see the trajectory options. So I will go with the previous ghost frame trajectory, and you have to enable this key option, key mode. So now you can see it will show you the trajectory of the previous frames. So it will help you to estimate the position of the next step. So if he will go down from this position, then probably he will be in this place. So I will just move this character there, and now you can see that I can make the character more precise where he will go. So yeah, that's the advantage of this thing. And then I can just duplicate this keyframe also, shift hold middle mouse, and then you can duplicate this one also, and you can just change the position of the character like this. We have a backflip animation, so you have to just give 4 to 5 keyframes and your backflip is done. So you can click on this one, so it will limit the timeline to your keyframe, and then you can see this is our backflip. Right now you can see it is not smooth, and there is no keyframes between these frames. So what we have to do, we have to interpolate this thing. So you have to select everything, and there you will get an option of auto interpolation. So like this, you can see this is done. You can see that it looks very weird it is moving very fast and doing fancy stuff. So the reason of this thing is because the keyframes are not timed properly. To make this thing look better, what you have to do is you have to fix the timing between this. So you can just press minus on your keyboard and it will reduce the keyframes between main keyframes. So you can see it is reducing, and if I press plus, then it will increase the frames between the keyframes. So in this one, I will make this thing around this much. And now we will try to fix this cartoonish animation. So right now you can see if I click on this one and if I select all the keyframes, so you can see the trajectory. So in this one, the trajectory is kind of very bad. You can see this is going like in very bad manner, because in a backflip you will notice that it will be kind of smooth round, but right now it is kind of going like this, and we have to fix this. So to fix this, we're gonna use auto physics. So if you click on this one, you will enable the auto physics. Now you can see this is smoothing your trajectory. The trajectory of my animation is like this, and this is the AI trajectory. So now you can see this is giving kind of a realistic animation, but you will notice one thing, that the jump of the character is very low. So if you want to increase the height of the jump, then you have to increase the keyframes between these two frames. So you have to just press plus, so it will increase the time between these two keyframes, and eventually it will increase the height of the animation. So you have to just add some more keyframes and it will add more jump. Now you can see this is much better than the previous one. So there you will see an option in the physics settings, auto physics. So you have to enable the smooth trajectory. So what it does is it will smooth your trajectory even more. Don't go 100, just try with 50 or 40, something like that, because if you go too much higher on this number, then it will make your animation look very weird, and it will try to smooth out your trajectory too much. So you can just go with 40 to 50, and then you can just test this thing. So this is looking better for me. There is a second option, smooth rotation. So it will smooth our jumping rotation, this one. So now you can see it will kind of improving that thing. And then you can use compensation motion also. I will make this 24. You have to just do some hit and trial and you are good to go. So now you can see it is becoming smoother and smoother. And if I go to the secondary motion, and if I make this thing 27, so the secondary motion will give the bounciness. So if you look at the hands, it will become more bouncy. So it will give secondary motions to the hands, body, head and everything. And if you want to improve this animation even more, then you have to give more keyframes. Right now I'm just using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 keyframes, and this is not enough to get a very good looking animation. So you can see just by 7 keyframes you are getting this type of animation, and that is very crazy, I would say. So, and if you want even more and better animation, then you have to give more keyframes. And in this one you can see the legs are kind of coming very weirdly, so we have to add one more keyframe there. And then what we can do, we can just go to this one and we can decrease the leg like this. I will enable the trajectory so it will be easier for me to get the proper position of the leg. Okay, so this is looking much better than the previous one. Right now you can see this is sliding because the keyframes are not proper. That's why it is doing that type of sliding. So you have to just make sure that it is in proper place, or else it will just create that sliding. So right now you can see the sliding is less. Now you can see this is looking more realistic than the previous one. So basically the thing is, if you add more detail to the main animation, then the auto physics will work more properly. So it was kind of like that, but you can also get a very good looking animation with low keyframes also. Now you can see that we are getting a very realistic animation. So now we have to snap this auto physics stuff into our main character. So you have to just go there and you have to click snap to auto physics. So when you will click on that, it will show you the secondary motion and the rotation motion. These things will be applied and it will automatically turned off. So you have to press yes. So now you can see everything is turned off and the values are set. If I click now, the animation, this animation is completely copied to our main character. So basically what you have to do, you have to just give the main keyframes of your animation, and then the AI will do the smoothness of those things. So basically that's the purpose of this software. This will not generate anything, so do not expect that it will generate anything. And if you need this type of cool animation, you can just go to my website and you can get those things, and you can use anywhere in your games or in your rendering or in your short film or anything. So yeah, I think this will help you. Thank you for watching.